Good evening everyone and welcome to Sim Experience SA's British Formula 4 Championship of 2022. I'm a little bit unprepared tonight. I'm getting everything wrong here, but give me a moment and I'll have everything up and running. Hopefully this will be better than the TCRs the other night. At least I got the introductions right. For some reason we don't have any audio. Not too sure why we don't have audio at the moment. Ah, right, there we go. Alright, let's get up some. Why we have the wrong one there. It's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Right. Hopefully it will go smoother from now. Alright, so we're coming to you for round 7 from our South African Sim Experience SA's British Formula 4 Championship of 22. Not sure why everything else has sort of decided to pause there. Alright, well it's going again. I'll be your commentator, Dennis Mitchell. Your broadcast director is Sim Experience SA. And we're coming to you from Snetterton in Norfolk in the UK. Nice fair weather today, so no wet weather expected. So the track is 3.1 kilometers long or 1.9 miles, so a fairly nice distance with a very tight infield. Should be quite a challenging track for the majority of the drivers. We don't have that many drivers tonight. It would seem these cars, unfortunately a lot of the drivers just can't make it to join, but for whatever reasons we have 10 drivers at the moment. I'm not sure where the other drivers are. Of course, previous week we lost Stephen Castle and he wasn't there, and of course he's third in our championship, so I'm not sure if he will make it tonight. We see some drivers coming and going, but at the moment we're down to 9 drivers. So currently we have 12 minutes left in qualifying. Donington Stunder just set the fastest first sector. Ren van der Westhuizen's now set the fastest first sector. Now Andre Hildebrand has set the fastest, so it looks like everyone's setting the fastest as he goes off and collects one of the other cars that has already gone off, triggering a yellow flag in sector 2. So the two of them deciding to meet up in the infield there. Hopefully audio levels are all okay tonight. Good evening Denise, and how's it Stephen? You're in the chat. I gather you're not driving tonight. You're still in third place in the championship, by the way, Stephen, which I presume you will lose points wise after tonight's race. So at the moment we've changed servers and I've been a bit chaotic with things this week. So the championship points, I don't think I have updated them yet. They'll be all sorted out for the next round. I haven't yet imported them and I've had certain issues, and anyway, we will be back to normal next week, hopefully. So currently in pole position we have Mika Abrams on a 1:49.9. In second place we have Donington Stunder, and in third place Harvey Coast. No one else has yet finished a lap. So I'm sure we'll see a few now and then. Oh, we have Sean Webber now in pole with a 148.5. And Mika getting a bit of a slide on there. So waiting for more times to come in. We see Ross Human still sitting in the pits, but everyone else is on track. Okay, so now we have Jason Underwood in provisional pole on the 146.7, so the lap times are dropping quite fast. I'm not sure if that's just the trap gripping up or if the guys are just slowly getting into the rhythm. It's quite a difficult track to get the flow, especially the infield part. Perhaps we can do a bit of an onboard lap with Jason and just see. This I believe is Hamilton, but the only corner name I think I can remember. Oh, it's 8 minutes left to go. We currently have Jason in pole by just over a tenth and a half. From Sean Webber, 8 tenths back. Jason looking to improve, is about 2.5 tenths up in the first sector and a little bit fraction down in the first sector. How will he fare in the final sector? Unfortunately, Jason was robbed at the previous round, having got pole position then with the mistake with the server made with the start, and Cat caught everyone off guard. Mika took full advantage and Jason was one of those that was a victim of it. Does he improve? He does indeed improve. So the gap to Mika now 4 tenths. Jason down to a 146.464 currently. So will Mika finally lose a round? Mika, of course, undefeated so far this season. As we see, Chris is now in third place, only half a second back, so not too far off from Mika as well. So Mika's got to be careful. He's going to have to pick up the pace here, otherwise he might even drop down to third place, which would be the first time he's ever not started on the front row of the grid. Had a yellow flag there, I'm not sure what happened, but it was on sector 1. So Sean Webber is now in third. The lap times are extremely close at the moment. Top 4 covered by half a second. This could be our most exciting race of the season so far. A 4-way battle for the lead. And we have Jason Underwood, his teammate is Chris, so the two of them sandwiching Mika Abrams and Sean Webber. Obviously Jason getting a little bit sideways there out of the final corner. Right, Mika's looking to improve. He was down in the middle, down in the first sector, but up in the middle sector. Can he make the difference? It looks like he's probably going to improve slightly. But no, he didn't. Still 4 tenths down, so he obviously didn't make up enough. I'm not sure why we were watching Sean. What's happened to Sean? He's spun out and alright, so currently our provisional starting order with 5 minutes left to go is Jason Underwood from Mika Abrams, from Sean Webber, from Chris Collison, from Andre Hildebrandt, from Dani Stander, from Harvey Close, from Rian van der Westhuizen, Ross Human and Marius van Beek. So Ross Human and Marius van Beek haven't yet done a lap. Marius is on track, but Ross is still in the pits. So Chris is now put in a lap under 2 tenths off Jason, so we have their team in first and second. So at the moment Mika's not even on the front row. Mika's going to have to pull deep in this round by the looks of things. Mika's finally going to have a challenge on his hand. For the first half of the season his only real challenge came from Monet, and Monet not with us now. It looks like it's Jason, and last round Jason stuck it on pole, and then issues in the race meant he couldn't challenge. So hopefully tonight everything runs smoothly and Jason and hopefully Chris as well can put it in there, as we see Mika now taking second place from Chris. And in the meantime Jason has popped in a 45.8, so improving his time even further. And he's on for another fast lap, just going fastest in the first sector as well now by 0.027, so slight improvement, drifting it nicely there. So Jason definitely gelling with this track. Ooh, getting a bit sideways there on the grass, managing to keep it going though. So Sean Webber is still currently sitting in 4th place. Harvey Close now popping up into 5th place. This Jason just seeing if his car is not damaged. It sounded like he might have hit one of those bollards. So while we wait for Jason to head back out onto another lap, let's see, maybe we can jump on board with one of the other drivers. Let's go have a look at Harvey. No, let's have a look at Rian. Rian's just popped up into 5th place. Let's see how Rian is doing. It's quite a big gap between, well, currently 3rd, and we've lost one of the drivers, I think. Looks like Sean Webber has disconnected. Hopefully he'll reconnect. Right, Chris on to improve. Yes, just set the fastest first sector there. Personal best in the middle sector, so he's probably about a 10th off the ultimate time at the moment. Jason 3 tenths down in his personal best in the first sector. Right, let's go back on board with Chris and see how Chris is doing. As Chris comes across the line, let's see, will Chris improve? Does improve, but not enough to displace Mika. So with a minute left to go, this is his final attempt. So who is on a good lap? So at the moment we have Mika has just set the fastest middle sector. Let's head on board with Mika and see what Mika getting it all wrong as well. So Mika will not be starting from pole, 2nd race in a row. Jason Underwood looks like he'll be taking pole position, 2nd race in a row. So consecutive poles. It looks like Everyone else is in the pit bar Andre. Andre on for a personal best. Unfortunately, he's quite far down at the moment. I'm not sure why the lap times are so slow from 5th place down. At least we do have Sean Webber has reconnected, so he's still there in 4th. But unfortunately, he won't be able to improve now because of the time it's run out. So that's the end of the session. It looks like everyone is now finished. So let's see. On pole position we have Jason Underwood. In 2nd place we have Mika Abrams. In 3rd place Chris Collison. In 4th place Sean Webber. In 5th place Harvey Kroos. In 6th place Rian van der Westhuizen. In 7th place Andre Hildebrandt. In 8th place Marius van Wyk. In 9th place Donnie Stander. And in 10th place Ross Human. Looks like Andre Hildebrandt just stuck it in a lap there while I was busy talking, and he's now put it in 5th place. So well done to them. We will now head to an ad break and I will be back with you shortly for the race. Alright, and we're back. So hopefully the drivers this week will be heading out on a formation lap, and yes, it looks like they are. So that seems to be correct. Unfortunately last week that was something that was set incorrectly and caused a lot of havoc at the start. Sean Webber having a penalty already. I'm not sure what that's for. Oh dear. That is very unfortunate. Alright, so while we have everyone out and about on the track, warming up their tyres, doing everything they need to do, let's have a look at our starting order. So, Jason Underwood starting from pole position, Mika Abrams in 2nd place for the Red Bull Junior team, Chris Collison in 3rd place, and Sean Webber in 4th place, albeit with a penalty. Andre Hildebrandt in 5th place, Harvey Kroos in 6th place, Rian van der Westhuizen in 7th place, and Marius van Wyk in 8th place. In 9th place, Donnie Stander, and in 10th place, Ross Human. Perhaps just a reminder, we are Sim Experience SA. This is the 2022 British Formula 4 Championship. This is round 7 from Snetterton. Snetterton comes from Norfolk in the UK. Just over a 3-kilometer track. The race will be 30 minutes. There's no pit stops required, so it's not compulsory or mandatory. Depending on tyre wear, the drivers have full choice. I'll be your commentator, Dennis Mitchell. Hopefully this will be a good race. It looks like there's a 4-way battle brewing at the front. Or at least a 3-way battle. Jason, Mika and Chris. Sean's just a fraction off, but it looks like he had issues in qualifying, so possibly Sean will be up there with him. And a shout out from Rocco for Chris Collison and for Jason. Go, go, go. And he's saying well done to Jason. Another one for Jason, the Echo. So thank you guys for all the comments. This Lynn, that's also Jason. So unfortunately Ross was stuck in the pits with no competitors. Not sure what's happened. On the timing board it's showing that Ross is disqualified, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure what's happened that he's been disqualified. So unfortunately it looks like we've lost Ross for some reason. A technical issue with Ross. It looks like we have several drivers possibly getting issues on the start. Penalties and starting from pit lane. Very, very peculiar. So we have at least 2 of our drivers in the pits, so this is a very... I mean, last week we had an issue with the start not being the correct start, causing havoc. Now it looks like guys have maybe been caught unaware of that and maybe had a jump start or something. Right, 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, and we're away. Right, nice clean start by everyone. Unfortunately 2 starting in their pits, so hopefully we'll see them come through the field as quick as they can. Right, so Mika already challenging Jason up inside, a bit of contact there. Mika trying hard to stamp his authority in the beginning, but Jason having none of it. Jason knows he's going to have to push hard here. This is the chance he's been waiting for. He felt robbed by the start procedure changing last week, catching him out. So Mika's really on the charge at the moment. Can Chris play his part as a teammate? Can he also give Mika a bit of a hard time? So at the moment we have Marius van Beek in 4th place, Bobby Grace in 5th, Donnie Stander in 6th place. We go on board, we see the bollards going flying there. Andre Hildebrandt in 7th, Rian van der Veste is in 8th, and Sean Webber in 9th. So let's see if Sean Webber can work his way through. I know he's got the pace. Hopefully he doesn't have any more penalties. Hopefully the penalty is now served and everything is okay. So Miko having a look there on Jason. Extremely close between the two of them at the moment. So looking. Jason taking a wider line there, maybe because he saw Miko in his mirrors. It also puts him nicely on the inside for the final turn. Nice defensive line there by Jason, but unfortunately that might have compromised his exit slightly. But I think he's got enough gap in hand. It looks like Chris is falling back slightly. So not able to put in the kind of performance he did in qualifying, or certainly not at the moment. So maybe he'll come strong later on in the race. So Marius van Beek doing a solid job at the moment in 4th place. But it looks like the main focus is going to be the battle at the front. So the first two pulling away slightly from Chris. The gap to Chris is opened up to over 2 seconds and looks like it's sort of stabilizing a little bit now. So maybe Chris is taking it easy in the first lap, letting the tires warm up, which might help him come the end of the race. So we'll see as the race unfolds. Quite a long race, 30-minute race, so we'll see. No endurance race by any means, but 30 minutes a lot can happen. As you see Mika getting really close to the back of the back of Jason. Not quite close enough to make a move yet. So lap time wise, the last lap they were both in the 53s, a 53.3 and a 53.6. At this lap it looks like Mika's got more pace once again, looking up the inside here, but Jason will have the inside into the final corner. So it looks like Jason's going to play that defensive line every lap, but looks like Mika might have better drive now. He's on the outside. You don't want to be on the outside, you definitely want to be more on the inside. Mika getting right up behind him there. You see Jason drifting the car nicely there. So as we saw, fastest lap there, 47.3 for Mika, but a 47.6 for Jason. So they're on very similar pace, but Mika is now right behind Jason. That's a great battle between the two of them at the moment. The gap to Chris is stabilized at 2.3 seconds still, so Chris on the previous lap doing a 47.7. So only a 10 slower than Jason in the lead. So if you can start finding a 10th or 2, then you can slowly catch up to them. Jason taking really nice defensive lines there, placing his car perfectly actually in the previous turn. Not on the outside, not on the inside, but just in the middle of the corner. That way he doesn't compromise himself too much, but still defends the line. Mika looks like he's going to have the drive here though. Coming alongside him. He's on the outside, but he could... Oh, I was going to say he might possibly chance it there, but no. And unfortunately Sean Webber in the pits now. So it looks like Sean served a penalty and it didn't clear his penalty that he got, so maybe he served incorrect penalty. Sean had that problem once before. Looks like it's plaguing him again. Right, Mika definitely got a slightly better drive there. Squared off the corner nicely. And he's going up the inside, so this could be it for Mika. Will he get it right here? Or will Jason be able to brake a little bit later? And he does. Just keeps it pinned a bit longer, and Mika having to roll off slightly. So on our last lap, Chris was actually a slightly bit faster there on a 47.5, so 4 tenths faster than the two in front as they're busy scrubbing away, slowing each other down. So Chris is now 1.7 seconds off them, so starting to catch. If this goes on in a few more laps, Chris will be right with them, so 5 more laps or so and he'll be right behind them. And then of course Mika's going to have to start defending. Mika might also be realizing this and have to start getting on with it. You see Sean Webber spinning in front of them. Unfortunately Sean has come out of the pits and dropped it. I'm not sure if that's frustration with... Oh, it looks like he's disconnected, so possibly frustration with issues, penalties. Maybe the penalty didn't clear again. Or possibly when you serve the penalty, you got another penalty maybe for speeding in the pits or something along those lines. But yeah, that's a shame. Sean had good pace here as well. And Sean had hardly done any laps, so I was assuming that he would just get faster and faster. Well, at least we have Silverstone in the final round, which is fantastic. It's also a much nicer looking track. This track looks a little bit old, the mod that we were using. It looks very dated, to be honest, but Silverstone looks fantastic, so hopefully Silverstone will be a fantastic round. Look at braking very late there and getting caught out by Jason. Looks like Chris has had a moment as well. He's now down to 2.5 seconds behind them. And his previous lap was a 1:48.1 only. So Chris obviously trying hard to keep up here, but making the odd mistake. The yellow flag in sector 3 now. So Andre Hildebrand is currently in 4th place. So while we're watching these two battling it out, let's have a look and see what's happening with Andre, because we have Morris and Beck being passed by Andre without us seeing it on camera. So Andre is slowly working his way forward. Andre's lap times have slowly been improving as well. As you saw in the qualifying, he was way off the pace, but also having just connected, he didn't have practice yet. As you see Mika looking around the outside here. Is he going to be able to go wide there? No, just getting cut off by Jason. Mika's at least thinking about it. Very difficult spot to get past it, it's very tight there. Alright, as we're going into almost the second third of the race. It's currently Jason leading from Mika Abrams. Chris is now down to 3 seconds back, so he's having his issues. His previous lap only a 48.0. So another half a second off, so slowly falling off. Andre Hildebrand doing a solid job in 4th place, slowly pulling away from Maurits van Wijk. And Maurits van Wijk has slowly been pulling away from Harvey Koos. Rian van der Westhuizen is slowly catching Harvey Koos, so I'm not sure why Rian's been so slow at the start, but he's also getting there slowly. Donnie had a previous lap of a 2 minute 3 seconds, so I'm not sure what happened there, way off his best. Unfortunately Sean Weber having a disconnect. Ross saying, come on Chris, push man. Yes, come on Chris, push. Make it a 3-way battle. Right, we're into the final 20 minutes. Okay, Sean saying he doesn't know how to clear a penalty in the game, so it was the penalty issue that caused. Basically, when you get the penalty, you just need to make sure that you serve the right one. Make sure that you serve it, I think, within 3 laps. And that it's the correct one. I know sometimes the guys don't see what it is and they serve the wrong penalty, or they get another penalty while serving the one. But I guess you just need to always see what is posted on your box. Right, so Mika looking again. Fastest lap of 46.773 there for Mika. Even though they're pushing as hard as they are, they're pushing pretty good lap times at the moment. Sean saying he got a penalty as he left the pits. He left under red light conditions, so they gave him a penalty for that. I always have to wait till it's green, otherwise you do, I believe, get a stop-go penalty. Right, so Mika about 4 tenths faster than Jason on the previous lap. So obviously falling back slightly with the defensive move that Jason did, and straight away gaining on him again. So I'm not sure if Jason is just pacing himself with the pressure from Mika, who's just being slow while defending. But Mika's clearly got the pace, and Mika's now got the inside line here as well. Oh, a little bit of contact there. So now Chris comes through. I think Mika's not going to be too happy about that. Right, so we have Chris in second and Mika now in third. And Chris has blown his motor, so it's over for Chris, unfortunately. I'm not sure how he did that, but he's blown his motor. We saw the flames coming up the back there. So Mika back up to second. So Chris is burning on the side of the track there. Hopefully the marshals will come put that out as quick as they can. There won't be any distractions for the drivers. But that's another driver gone. So Mika now has 4.8 seconds to catch on Jason. Let's see how quick he can catch up. That might give Jason a bit of breathing room. Maybe his lap times will drop down now. So we'll keep an eye on his previous lap was a 47.8. Let's see what his next lap will be. Then we'll know if it's pressure and the defending that's slowing him down. But maybe that's what he needed. Just a bit of a gap so now he can get his head down and manage the gap. So Andre Hildebrandt now inheriting third place. So Andre has actually got a podium spot here, thanks to Chris's engine blowout. I'm not sure how he would have got that blowout, perhaps from shifting down too fast. I'm not sure if these cars have limiters. They might have rev limiters, so I would imagine it's not from revving the car too much. I would imagine it's maybe a over rev limit issue when shifting down too fast. Rocker saying Chris is too hot for the sport. Indeed. His bum must be burning at the moment. Right, so Jason now 4.2 seconds ahead of Mika Abrams. So Jason's previous lap was a 47.5. So not too different. At the moment Mika's still catching him at quite a rate. Mika around the 46s again, a 46.7. And we see Harvey Kroos having a bit of a spin. So Morris van Beek and Andre Hildebrandt are really close at the moment. Let's have a look at their battle as we see what's happening here. Let's go on board with Morris. He's right up behind the back of Andre. Their lap time is almost identical on the previous lap. Split by 4,000ths of a second. So this is lots of pressure for Andre. Of course, it's also a podium on the line here, so he's going to have to fight hard for it. And Morris also, I'm sure, wants that podium. We haven't had Delta Esports on the podium at all yet. So it would be fantastic to have them at least getting a good result. Mika now setting the fastest lap with 46.0. A 47.1 the previous lap for Jason, so Mika closing in fast. You see Morris going around the outside here, going to be on the inside, oh, losing it there. Unfortunately, the change of direction, just losing the rear. I think he managed to at least keep it out the wall, so Morris's car still looks like it's intact. He might have some flat spots, but it looks like Andre will keep his third place for now. Right, so let's go on board with Mika. You can now see Jason smack bang in his sights. So 12 minutes left to go. Can Jason keep Mika at bay? taking very nice, clean and smooth lines. And final corner is the only apex he missed on that entire lap. Alright, let's see what his lap time is this lap. 46.1 and a 47.3 by Jason ahead of him, so gap coming down steadily now to 2 seconds. Not too sure how these cars behave in the wake of the other cars, but it looks like when Mickey starts to get closer to Jason he's having more trouble with grip. Unless his tyres have just started to go off there, but the car definitely looked a bit more loose there. Still catching at quite a rate, so it could just be him pushing the car really hard and beyond its limit. A little bit sideways and just playing with the throttle and firing it through the slide. Right, so what will the gap be as we come down here? It's 1.4 already, so this final sector seems to catch quite a lot through there. Much later on the brakes. Looks like it's within a second by my eye. I would say that's less than a second, but let's see if the timing. This is 0.7, right. Fastest lap 45.8. Previous lap Jason doing a 47.1. So Jason seems to be consistently low 47s at the moment, while Mika is now dipped into the 45s. I'm not sure if Jason is just pacing himself, but certainly in qualifying he had the pace. Definitely needs to dig a bit deeper now to keep Mika at bay. We're into the final 10 minutes. He's got Mika right on him again, so we're now coming up to a back marker who I believe is Harvey Close. Alright, Mika's got some nice momentum going now. Let's see if he's going to dive up the inside here. He thought about it. Jason locking up slightly. So they weren't too sure where to go. Probably moving over nicely for them. Close between the two of them at the moment. Mika at this stage clearly has extra pace. Jason having to drive really defensive to stay ahead. And it looks like Mika's finally going to have the drive now and the position. I think Mika will get it here now. Unless Jason can brake really late, Mika giving him the squeeze as well. Interlocking wheels there, quite dangerous in a Formula car. Mika now losing it a little bit, managing to hang on to it, but did he lose any drive? No, he actually managed to maintain it. It was quite hairy from Mika, but well done. Having to go very, very defensive and push Jason as hard as you can and squeeze him. All fair though. It's about as close as you can get. Alright, let's see now if Jason is now awoken. Is he up for the fight? Or will he slowly drift back? Let's see, this is his chance to try and stay with Mika. Looks like he's having lots of tyre issues, locking up a lot. Sorry if we are missing the battles going further back as we see Mika now running wide. Now Jason with a slight drive on Mika. Mika going defensive, Jason now going around the outside. Let's see what happens here. Roles reversed now. Very interesting. So this is probably the best race or challenge that Mika has had all season. Jason really giving it hard at the moment. Mika having to push extremely hard to try and stay ahead and making a few mistakes. I know Jason is a bit faster into this corner here, so let's see, can he maybe carry a bit more speed and get a bit of momentum, but getting a bit sideways, hanging on to it thankfully. I think trying a little bit too hard there. And Mika now making a mistake. Mika locking up and running wide, a little bit of contact between them. Further back on the field as well, Andre now starting to pull away slightly from Morris. I think Morris caught up again but then made a mistake by the looks of it. And Donnie Stander doing a solid job in 5th place, and Rian van der West stays in 6th. And Harvey Coase, the only driver that's been lapped so far today, in 7th place. Looks like the drivers are starting to catch up to, I believe it's Rian then. Now Jason making a slight mistake on the brakes there, giving Mika just a little bit more breathing room. And of course what's going to happen when they come up to the back marker, you never know as well, that could also put them off slightly. Jason really throwing the car around nicely there. Jason's still in the fight. Let's see how it goes the rest of the 5 minutes that are left. So Jason can be learning a little bit from Mika while he's driving behind him now. Maybe can capitalize on anything that happens as Rian moves over to the left, allowing the drivers to come past on the inside. Hopefully you realize there's another driver there, as it does. Thank you, Rian. Right, so Jason now half a second behind Mika. Mika running a wider line there, Jason taking a tighter line. Looks like Jason turning in there, the back end getting a bit loose, but managing to sort of stay there with him, still 3/10 down. So 4 minutes left to go. 3/10 between first and second. This part of the track is where Mika is a little bit quicker than Jason. Jason seems a bit quicker in the first sector. Mika definitely seems better, but we're running wide there. But not losing enough time to give Jason a chance. But Jason is right on his bumper now. Oh, unfortunately, Jason taking a wider line to avoid Mika and then unfortunately spinning because of it. So that could be it. That could be the end of the challenge, unfortunately, unless Mika makes a mistake. But it's been a good battle at the front at least. But unfortunately there's now a 6-second gap, so Mika would have to make quite a big mistake, and I'm sure Mika can just back off slightly now and bring the car home safely. Alright, so let's have a look. We have Andre still in 3rd. Let's see where Andre is. Andre steadily just pulled away from Marius. So a solid position for Andre. Morris as well having a good race in 4th place. Looks like he's had a few spins, had the pace on Andre, but unfortunately just the odd spin here and there. The moment we see Harvey Huis was in the pits, I'm not sure why he was in the pits. Perhaps for damage. But he's managed to successfully pit and either put on some fresh tyres, maybe he wants to just have a bit more fun. It's still a fantastic round for Harvey. Right, so a minute and a half to go. It looks like Mick is still slowly extending his gap on Jason. So Jason was 6.6 earlier, is now 6.8. So it looks like they're not giving up yet, but Mick is probably just taking it slightly easy just to make sure he comes home safely. The gap between Andre and Morris also steadily increasing, so Andre just being very, very consistent. Didn't have the fastest lap compared to Marius. Marius had well actually Marius's time and Andre's time very, very similar on their best laps. But I think Andre's just been more consistent. So the previous lap, Jason was only 2/10 slower than Mika, so Mika's pace with 22 seconds to go, which means this will probably be our last lap. Still sliding the car around a lot. So Jason gave it a good go there, but unfortunately just not going his way. So the time is up. So as the drivers now cross the line, that will be it. So they are now on their final lap. We're getting a bit twitchy there. So you can back off and take it easy and still not have to worry as he rolls up the line. And that's yet another win for Mika. Unfortunately, Jason not able to capitalize tonight as we see Harvey crossing the line there. So Mika Abrams taking the win from Jason Underwood. Andre Hildebrandt in 3rd. I'm not sure if Andre has yet crossed the line either, as we see Rian van der Westhuizen now coming up to the line. So that's now Rian crossing the line and finished. I'm not sure what happened there. Alright, as we see Harvey Huis now coming up to finish with, I believe, Morris behind him. Yes, so they come across the line to finish their races. I believe that's everyone across the line. Alright, so well done to everyone. I will jump to an ad break, then go catch the top 3, and we will be back with you shortly with some interviews. All right, welcome everyone. We are back with interviews. We have the top 3 in the booth with us. Let's try that again. Welcome back, everybody. We have everyone with us. I'm not sure if I had everything enabled there, but we have the top 3 with us. Mika Abrams taking first place, Jason Underwood taking second place, and Andre Hildebrand taking your first podium of the season. So let's start with Mika. Mika, you had quite a fight on your hands there with Jason getting pole position and fighting hard through the race. You seem to have the pace, and then making a few mistakes, and then you having to come back, and then all sorts of argy-bargy going on. So it's quite good to watch. How was it from your point of view?
It was good. Just I first want to say, amazing job from Jason. He put a stunning lap to put on pole, and he gave me a great fight during the race. It was very intense. I was making a few mistakes because I was under pressure because I didn't know if I was going to be able to pass him or anything. But I think we had an incident, and then I went off. I caught back up to him, and then I just decided to send it. I don't know what happened to him. I just looked behind and I saw he spun. I'm not sure if it was a racing incident or if he just spun on the curb. But yeah, it was an amazing race, and it was a very fun race as well.
All right, then, Jason, yeah, what a fantastic round so far from you. Unfortunately, you didn't have the luck in the race, but you had a great lap in qualifying, and in the race, you certainly gave Mika the best challenge he's had all season. So how's it from your point of view? Unfortunately, a bit of bad luck at the end there.
Yeah, it is what it is, Dennis. But on to the next one, I suppose.
Yeah, hopefully the next one being Silverstone will be a nice final round of the season. Should be quite a fast-flowing track, and hopefully the guys will enjoy it more as well. Slightly better quality track than this one. And then, Andre, fantastic third place for you and your first podium of the season, so massive congratulations. Welcome, and hopefully we get to see you on the podium a bit more often.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's the first podium you've ever had with us in an official race.
Yeah, I think it is.
So yeah, fantastic stuff, and well done. You were very consistent. I noticed that Marius was giving you a bit of a hard time occasionally, and then he would come right up to you, and then he would make a mistake, and then you'd close in and make a mistake. But your lap times were pretty consistent, and you kept him at bay.
Yeah, I was making mistakes as well, and I had to really concentrate because he was really pushing me, and it was really tough. And yeah, it was good fun. We had some good racing there, and yeah.
Great stuff. Well, hopefully you have another good round. The next round being Silverstone. That should be
hopefully
quite fun for everyone. This track also wasn't the greatest quality mod, so I think maybe grip levels aren't as nice here, and just generally doesn't look as nice either. But Silverstone at least is a default track. It's a high quality track. Looks fantastic. Everyone knows the track as well, having driven it in every other sim. So it should be some good racing there. So then let's have shout outs from you guys. So Mika, any shout outs from your side?
Shout out to my parents, some EXP for hosting everything and live stream everything, and to Jason for an amazing race.
And Jason, any shout outs from your side? You have lots of supporters in the YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, thanks to all the supporters in the YouTube channel. Thank you to everybody that raced. Well done, Mika. Unlucky Chris, you decided to blow your engine. Well done, son. And yeah, happy days.
And Andre, anything from your side?
Yeah, I'd just like to say happy that anyone watching, that they enjoyed it, and yeah, to Marius as well, giving me such a fantastic race. It was really, really tough.
Great stuff. Then I'm going to just jump to the other room. Thank you guys. I will chat to you later on. So thanks to everyone that's joined us tonight. Hope you enjoyed the race. At least Mick had a good challenge. Unfortunately, the challenge was not a three-way challenge, with Chris having blown his motor, and unfortunately Monet not being with us anymore. It would have been fantastic if Monet was still here. Then we would have had Monet, Chris, Jason and Mika having a great dice here. I see Monet happens to be in the chat, so how's it, Monet? And yeah, well done to everyone, and we will catch you all at the next round, which will be the final round, round 8 at Silverstone. So we will catch you all then. Thank you again, and thanks to Alwin for supporting us for everything they do, and we'll catch you all at Silverstone.